Once more for the people in the back, J.K. Rowling is not canceled.
No.
She is definitely not canceled. In fact, let's see, The Telegraph did an article the other day talking about the uncanceling of J.K. Rowling. We've got sales figures for Hogwarts Legacy. It sold 256% better than expected.
Good job, activists.
Good job on that boycott.
Pat yourself on the back because that's why.
Good job on that boycott. And also Warner Brothers just announced yet another Harry Potter game, Quidditch. We're getting Quidditch as a standalone
They should have just put it in the other game, but you know.
A lot of people mad about that. They're like, why are you double dipping? You could have just thrown this into, but they wanted to do it as like an esports thing. So anyway, we're going to talk about the uncanceling of J.K. Rowling, the massive sales success of Hogwarts Legacy, and the complete failure of activists to cancel this person. And I do believe that we're going to see a lot more of this, I think, because, this is the first time that we actually saw someone get completely uncanceled in this fashion. And I think that, Warner Brothers and other studios are going to look at it and be like, hey, we don't have to listen to Twitter anymore. Like, why were we listening to Twitter all these years?
We shouldn't have been, because we've told you for years, don't listen to them because it's not indicative of the real world, because most of it was fake. So also Ted Musk shouldn't buy it because most of it was fake. And then he bought it and found out that most of it was fake.
Including the media outlets. So we're going to talk about this. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture, news, views, and rants, guys. Geeky will give you a woohoo if you sub.
Woohoo!
So the uncanceling of J.K. Rowling. I thought this article was pretty interesting. I'm not going to read the whole thing, obviously, but people were very, very salty that not only did Hogwarts Legacy sell better than anybody could have possibly imagined, but Warner Brothers announced a Harry Potter reboot TV series, and not only that, but J.K. Rowling gets to come along as an executive producer.
Right. And a lot of people they're like, we don't need this TV series, but a lot of people are excited about it because the movies really, really, really chopped up the books. Like, the books are much better than the films. They cut a lot of stuff out. They changed a lot of things so it fit on screen or work better as a movie. And it was better in the book. And if they could actually stay truer to the book, it's going to be a much better series. Depends on who you ask, but that's what I think, because I read the books and the books are way better than the movies.
Well, and I said this before. We've done a couple of videos about it, but I said that in the case of His Dark Materials, The Golden Compass, they redid the whole series, and it was much, much better. And yeah, they race-bent some of the characters, and yeah, there was a couple tweaks here and there, but for the most part, they stayed true to the book. They got some damn good actors, and I think people were a lot more satisfied with that.
The only book I can think of that was not as good as the movie is Stardust. Everything, and he had a hand in writing the Stardust movie and made it better.
Oh, Neil Gaiman, he was like,
but that's all I can think of, because almost always the book is better. And in the case of Harry Potter, they did change and cut a lot from the books.
Well, they had to. They had
exactly. They had no choice.
These books are like 700, 800 pages long, and they kept getting longer and longer and longer. Like, you look at. You put them on a shelf and you get to see them growing.
I have them all. Yes.
And so anyway, so people were pissed off, and now they're saying that they're going to boycott again. We're going to talk about how well the last boycott went. But Casey Bloys, he's pissing people off. And I've seen a lot of comic book people are making comments online now. They're like, a very online conversation. How very dare they dismiss our concerns? But he did. He basically said that all the drama around J.K. Rowling was a very online thing.
That's true.
And this happened with Joker, too. When Joker came out, they had somebody from Warner Brothers come out and be like, you're trying to tie Joker to...
He basically told the media to shut the hell up.
Yeah, shut the hell up.
It was a she.
It was a she.
She told him
I remember that. And I think her name was Blair or something, I remember. But she was like, yeah, this is a conversation that this movie has no business being a part of. They were trying to tie Joker to shootings and saying that it was going to trigger shootings. And I remember what happened. What happened was Joker came and went, and like nothing happened. Then like Frozen, somebody got hit with a crowbar or something overseas.
Oh yeah,
I forget what it was.
Yeah, there was an event. I forget now too, but I covered it before. Yeah, there was a big event at Frozen too.
But they were like, Joker's going to power all these alt-right incels. And it's like, meanwhile, Joker's played by a guy who's like an outspoken animal rights activist, a vegan, definitely not alt-right. And, but yeah, he was even pissed too. He actually walked out. I think Joaquin Phoenix said they had...
off the interview, because they were asking questions they knew they weren't supposed to ask.
What do you think about gun violence and your role in it there, Mr. Actor? And he's like,
but it was, you said it was a conversation that was being held online, trying desperately to sway audiences away. And that's what happened with the whole the thing with Hogwarts Legacy. Most people didn't know anything about it, nor did they give a shit. And actually, the fact that I think it would have come and gone and not done so well, but because of all this stirring the activists did do, but people that did hear about it got pissed and just bought it anyway.
Yeah, so here, this is shocking. I mean, I knew it did better than they could have predicted, than Warner Brothers could have predicted.
It's not done yet. Has it even come out yet for the other systems yet?
It hasn't come out for last generation systems yet, no. It's just out for PS5.
That's what most people have.
Yeah, they said, given the gargantuan, this is coming from pushsquare.com, given the gargantuan weight of the IP in question, predicting Hogwarts Legacy would be a massive hit was always going to be a safe bet. Well, not if you listen to other gaming news sites. You're supposed to boycott it. As it turns out, the spell-slinging action RPG was such a massive success that a developer who worked on it already used the title's commercial achievements to garnish their LinkedIn profile. According to Arian Darby, senior brand and marketing manager at Warner Brothers Games, Hogwarts Legacy was a phenomenal success, achieving 256% to plan sell-through at launch and exceeded 12 million units in sales. 12 million.
In the first 2 weeks.
In the first 2 weeks. Darby also mentions Hogwarts Legacy broke the all-time Twitch record for concurrent viewers with 1.3 million views. That is insane. So it sold 256% more than they expected.
At launch, yeah.
At launch.
And we still haven't even hit some of the big markets yet.
Nope. For comparison, the recently released, highly anticipated, and thoroughly excellent Resident Evil 4 Remake shifted a third of that number in its own launch window. Hogwarts Legacy has already outsold Elden Ring, one of the biggest hits and most critically acclaimed.
Something Squid King loves.
Yeah, it is. It's a massive, massive hit. Does this news surprise you? Yeah, it does. And I think this is, you know how we have marketing and anti-marketing? I think we have anti-activism. Yeah. I think we basically have activism that backfires so phenomenally that it actually helps the others.
Back, yeah.
Boomerang's back. And, we could argue about the Bud Light situation. I think that's kind of anti-activism. But yeah, so basically all the attempts to cancel J.K. Rowling have led to her becoming more and more successful and more relevant than she's been in years. Because basically, like, the Harry Potter books came and went, and the movies came and went, and after the movies, there was a lull. She was doing some, like, crime books or something like that, which, of course, they dunked on for that.
No, they didn't do well.
They didn't do very well, because she's known for Harry Potter, and they did Fantastic Beasts, and Fantastic Beasts didn't do very well. And so everybody thought, well, the Harry Potter craze is kind of over and done with, and then she made the comments on Twitter, and they're like, yeah, she's done. She's done. Good thing she made her money, because she's done. And
go punch your grandkids for inheriting that money. That's what they said. That's what they were saying.
Punch your grandkids.
They were saying something to punch your grandkids.
Oh my God. Well, yeah, her grandkids are going to be very wealthy, and her great grandkids are going to be very wealthy. They're going to have lots and lots of money for years. And I do believe that is partly because of all the faux outrage online. Well, it's legit outrage. There are a handful of people that are very angry, but mostly people don't like being told what to do and what to think. So when you tell people what to do and what to think, they're going to give you the finger and go do the opposite.
Right.
And so maybe it was just marketing genius on her part. Maybe she's like, if I say this is my
I don't think she did.
Bad British voice. If I say these things about women, and then maybe more people will buy my game that's coming out in 4 years.
No, she didn't. I doubt
she didn't do that. But I can guarantee you that all these people working at Kotaku and The Gamer and all that were all like, if we start attacking the game now and we get the lead developer canceled and we get the girl from Limited Run Games, get her canceled, everybody's going to boycott this game. It's going to be, ha, 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 we won.
No, you're literally killing people. I'm still trying to figure out where, but okay.
So, yeah. So not only did the game blow up and she got to be executive producer of the Harry Potter TV series and you completely, utterly failed, but they just announced another Harry Potter game. Of course they did. So Quidditch is coming. Oh,
they're actually going to play Quidditch in this. It's not like when you see people play Quidditch in real life where they run around with brooms.
That's called prancing.
Have
you seen people play?
Yes.
Oh, now we're going to have people in the comments be like, Clownfish TV, you're awful. I prance on a broom. How dare you?
I'm not saying you can't. More power to you. You're getting exercise. Go for it.
If you want to prance on a broomstick, that's cool.
It's not the same thing as actually flying around.
You can't tell them that. No, I actually, it does take skill. I've actually seen people play. I've watched them. It's basically like soccer with a stick between your legs.
Yeah. A lot of people put chocolate stick between their legs, but that's a whole other story.
But yeah, so this is coming out and people are like, oh God, round 2. And they're pissed off because they're like, this should have been included in Hogwarts Legacy. It's one thing people wanted. And Troy Levitt said that he was actually pushing for it to be included in Hogwarts Legacy, but they wanted to do it this way.
Well, they got rid of him, so it doesn't,
yeah, they got rid of him. Yeah. Well,
so if you're mad that wasn't included in the game, you can blame what outlet was the one that got him.
I think it's Kotaku.
That went after him. He was part of Gamergate, and to get him canceled, so he resigned.
Yes.
If you were mad that you didn't get Quidditch in Hogwarts Legacy, you can blame Kotaku.
Blame Kotaku. Yeah, blame Kotaku. They all chimed in. It was Kotaku, Polygon. They basically harassed Troy Levitt until he either resigned or they asked him to resign or whatever. But he was the lead on Hogwarts Legacy. Now he's got to be vindicated. Like, the game was a huge, massive success, and Warner Brothers even was like, yeah, we're not listening to these online activists, because at the end of the day, they're not spending any money. Yeah. They're actually costing us money.
We'll have to ask him sometime.
We should ask him sometime.
There you go.
We should. There we go. We'll ask him what his thoughts are on the whole situation, if he's allowed to.
We don't have to. We can't post. We probably don't post it, but we can.
No. But yeah. So there it is, guys. The complete uncanceling of J.K. Rowling. And I guarantee you, they're gonna pour through everything she's ever done, looking for something. They're probably like, oh look, in 2012, somebody posted a picture of a loli online, and she liked it. They're definitely going to go through her social media.
I'm sure they already have at this point in time. They've already done it like multiple times.
Every interview, every TV interview she's done, even back in the 1990s, there's like some crazy psycho sitting there in front of the TV, like rewinding VHS tapes of old interviews from like the late 90s. Like, I know there's something in here somewhere. I can get her. I know I can get her. I can get her. I can get that bitch. She has to go down because I don't like her tweets.
Pretty much.
But there you go. So
a lot of people don't like their tweets. I just like keep scrolling and like roll my eyes and be like, that was fucking stupid.
Unfollow.
And then just keep going. Yes, block.
Don't buy their stuff.
And I'm like, well, that was a really dumb thing to say. They're gonna get their ass kicked, and then I keep scrolling. So.
Yep. So this is gonna be great. So they're gonna cancel this one too? I don't think so. They actually had so you could sign up to do a play test, and they had a Discord, and there were like thousands of people in the Discord, because it shows you how many people are on the server. I'm like, yeah, a lot of people interested in this game.
Yeah,
this one's gonna sell well too. So
good job, guys.
Good job.
Good job canceling this. Good job.
Good job canceling J.K. Rowling. All right, we're gonna wrap it up.
Yep.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Bye.
Help support the channel. Go to thereef.support and get early access to podcasts, videos, and other content. That's thereef.support.